But as a Canadian myself, at one time you were perhaps the biggest heel to us as a country that there was. I went to several events. I was telling Katie before we came on air, I saw you in about 2014 in Orlando in a TNA pay-per-view, and they were doing the Brett chant then. Just out of curiosity, how is it that you dealt with that negative feedback that you received from so many of us back in the day? I recall, full confession, being part of that on a couple of occasions. But how did that make you feel? And you certainly seem to go with it and turn it into a favorable position for yourself. Long-winded question, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, it was tough after it was all said and done, and I think it's about 22 or 23 years old now or whatever. And I am friends with Brett. It's been since roughly 2005 since I've been here. And I said, I never thought I'd come back in Canada again. But I came back for a good cause, and I was asked to come. And I said, you people have been so nice to me and gave me a good welcome, and I want to thank you very much for being polite to me. I said, I've done a lot of good things, and I've done a lot of bad things. But nevertheless, I'm not a bad person. And they were amazed. They were super great. I feel safe now going over there. I don't know about Montreal though, but I will go to Toronto.
Well, I'd say you're more than safe. You're over in Canada for sure. Jake Walker, the individual who arranged this interview for the Hannibal TV, is a huge fan of the Hart Foundation, the Hart family, and wanted to know about your memories working with again the late great Owen Hart and his penchant for those great ribs we've heard so much about. Did you have any of those played on you?
Well, okay, let's start at this. Owen was one of the biggest ribbers in the business, the biggest, but not to hurt nobody, just to have fun. We were in Houston, Texas, at the Sam Houston building, and Ahmed Johnson was the world champion at that time. So they had the music all geared up, and Owen went up to the music place, and he put Hulk Hogan's music in it and took his out. So when the announcer goes, "In your world heavyweight champion," and the music hit, and it was Hogan's music, and Ahmed Johnson was the champion. That was one of the biggest ribs of that I loved and carried with me all my life.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates.